also the Anglican. Well, everything that fall under the Christianity more or less celebrate Good Friday. There are one or two that don't, right? And of course, this is weekend is Easter weekend, so tomorrow is Gloria Saturday, and then Sunday is Easter Sunday, and then Monday is Easter Monday. And this, the significance of the holidays have nothing to do with the Easter bunny and eggs and all them kind of thing. I'll just letting you guys know. Anyway, I'm here, and I would like to know who's out there and who's listening to me today. So if I'm going to leave this first 10 minutes for the lines to open the lines and allow you guys to call in and just greeting and happy Good Friday, Easter. Let me see who's still here listening to me. I know some of you, as soon as the ground report ends, you all jump off. But today's a holiday. Let me see who's still here with me. So you can send my text message to, or you can send my WhatsApp, or you can call me on WhatsApp also. So let me give you the number 622-4911, 622-4911, and 394-4911. That's 394-4911. Right. So yesterday afternoon, I did a show with my good friend. Okay, I have a call coming in. I wonder why it's not coming up on the WhatsApp screen here. All right, that's it coming up here. So let me take it here. Good morning, caller. Yes. TC is not coming back right now. He'll be back probably later down in the year, but TC is working otherwise.
Yeah, so I'm asking you know, he's doing the original talk show who sound out to you and TCB, you want the Fitzdavid, you know, so anyway, I just wanted to say happy Easter. Welcome back, good to hear you on the program and what's going on. You have a good day ahead.
All right, thank you very much. Thank you, sir. All right. Let me see if I could get the WhatsApp up on. I don't know why the phone call is not coming up on the screen. I just refresh it. I seen somebody send something here. Oh, they sent scriptures. Somebody sent a scripture here, but that probably was for the next show. But he was wounded for our transgression. He was bruised for the. I don't want to get into the religious thing. I don't want to get into that actually, right? So, moving along. So yesterday evening, if you all didn't listen to the show yesterday evening, there was a TikTok blogger that did a whole video on me, cursing me for doing a video, or I did a video on TikTok. And for those of you who follow me on TikTok, you all know I do my TikTok videos. And on that TikTok video, I was telling the people of Trinidad and Tobago, right, to hold us straight. And basically, I was dispelling the narrative. There's a narrative that is out there right now. And that narrative is basically saying that the UNC government, which is this government that is running in power right now in Trinidad and Tobago, that is running the country, doesn't know what they are doing. The narrative is that they've broken their promises. The narrative is they lie to us and sell us dreams There's even a video with a guy playing a video with the Honorable Kamala Persad before the election, promising not to raise taxes and promising all these new things all the things that she planned to do for the for the country, and he's saying it's a con job. And the narrative is also that they are pressuring poor people. They fire the CPEP, the URP, and the forestry workers and send them home. And now they are unemployed for months and they're suffering. They also said that the crime situation is out of control. And even though we are under SOE, every day we have murders. Yes, that's what they're saying. Yes. That's the narrative out there. And some of them reach so far to say, bring back the PNM. We want back the PNM because the UNC lied to us. The how we suffering. They're not giving us employment. They have the police out there killing people. Look at what happened to Joshua Samaru. They even reached so far to say that the vendors and them in Shogunas, look what the UNC do them. Break down their stores, mash up their businesses, how you want to live, how you want to eat. And they're saying that the nurses need their money. They're working on 2013 salary. They have a right to be paid what is just due because they just work hard and they're suffering. Yes, that's all the narrative has been said out there. And everywhere you go, people talking. You go in the maxis, they're talking. You go in the taxis, they're talking. You go in the barber shops, they're talking. You go in the rum shop, they're talking. You go in a club or in a party, they're talking. You go in a little birdie lime or a little lime in the backyard by somebody's house. That's the narrative. A seed of deceit and lies have been sown. For the weaker minds, those who are not too politically educated and don't understand what it takes or how a country is run or what it takes to run a country. They are gullible to the lies and the narrative. All on the WhatsApp chat groups. You hear them? Kamala don't know what she's doing. They don't know what they're doing. Look at Alexander. You don't know what to say. You don't know how to talk. And every time there's a murder, it's Kamala and the UNC. Every time that somebody gets a ticket, it's Kamala and the UNC. Anytime there's a protest, yeah, it's Kamala and the UNC. Anytime there's a robbery, a car stolen, anytime police shoot somebody or lock up somebody. It's coming on the UNC. Look what they're doing. I want you guys, or the people who listen to me today, to understand something. When people talk like that, don't answer them. Don't engage them. Don't come down to their level. And the biggest mistake you could ever do is try to educate them. Is try to teach them or correct them and let them know what they're saying is wrong. Don't do that. Don't tell them all the lies that they're hearing is propaganda, well orchestrated and sown to go out on the media platforms and on the social media platforms for you all to take in. Because when you try, you may end up like so many people who tried and failed. I want to tell you, as today is Good Friday, I'm going to give you an example of what I am seeing here. From since biblical time. God gave Moses a mission. He told Moses to go to Egypt. He told Moses, whilst he was in Egypt, that the people of Israel, the Israelites, were being persecuted and enslaved by Pharaoh. They were beaten, dragged, tortured to build Pharaoh's pyramids and sculptures and all these things. And whilst Moses was there, he didn't know he was an Israelite himself. But I'm not going too deep into the story of Moses. I want to use this as an example. After Moses went to the Pharaoh and told him that God said, let his people go. And Pharaoh refused. There were miracles that God did on behalf of Moses to show Pharaoh how mighty he was. To prove to Pharaoh that the God of the Israelites is the true and living God. There was one where he made the Nile turn red with blood. There was one that he brought frogs from the Nile. There was one where he brought lotuses. There was one where sores was broken out on their skins. And there was the last one, and I know it was the plagues. They call it the plagues. And not only until the son of Pharaoh died, one of his favorite sons died. When the curse of death passed through Egypt, and the firstborn in every household had to die. Only then that Pharaoh decided to let them go and free them. But guess what? When they were freed and they were walking through the wilderness and they reached the banks of the Red Sea, Pharaoh changed his mind and sent his army to kill them. He said, wipe them out, kill all. Kill them all. And when the people of the banks of the Red Sea saw the chariots of Egypt coming in the distance for them, some of them said, let's go back and beg Pharaoh for forgiveness. Yes. Some of them wanted to go back. They said, go back and beg Pharaoh for forgiveness and he go forgive we. Because they lose faith. And Moses called on God. And he raised his staff and strike it down. And the Red Sea clear apart for the Israelites to pass through. And one will think, after they pass through that Red Sea and with their flocks and their sheep and their goats and their cattle and their children on their backs, fleeing from the chariots of the Egyptians, when all have reached the other side and the Egyptians were coming through the Red Sea, Moses raised his staff, clasped his hands, and the Red Sea closed, and they all drowned. One will think, after they saw that, they will have faith in God. They will not question their God. When Moses take them at the summit of Mount Sinai, and he went up to the mountain to talk to God, where he went to and where God gave him the 10 Commandments. Whilst he was up there, they were at the bottom of that mountain in the valley. And because Moses was gone for such a long time, they started to doubt again. They started to doubt again. They couldn't wait. They started to feast and party and drink wine and sacrificing lambs to gods of Egypt. Some of them saying Moses carried them in the wilderness to die. Why Moses taking so long? They were even contemplating to go back to Egypt, to the Pharaoh. Once again, they say, this is making no sense. Then we go back and plead and beg Pharaoh and he go take we back because he need people to build his pyramids. And when Moses came down off the mountain and he saw them worshiping a golden calf, They melt all the gold and they pray into a golden calf. And whining and dancing and laughing and drinking and doing all the necromancy and wrong things of not of God. Moses became angry. And because of that, God has smite them to wander the wilderness for 40 years before he take them to the land that was promised to them. And for 40 years, they roam the wilderness with no home, with no land to call their own, until every living Israelite that came out of Egypt and were dancing and worshiping that calf has died. I say all that to say, there are people that don't matter what you do, don't matter what you say, don't matter what you show them. If they saw a sea split in half and they walked through the sea, and still after that they had doubts, it clearly shows that don't matter what you say or matter what you do, don't matter what you try, you will not be able to teach everybody. So when they are speaking their call and they're ranting on social media and they're cussing, Cameron UNC. Makes no sense you trying to talk to them. Wasting time. Even on this radio station, you hear callers calling and still saying great is the PNM. Still talking and blaming this government. And acting like everything that is wrong right now in the country is because it's their fault. I was wonder sometimes where they were for the last 9 years. There are people only now wake up as UNC in power, you know, because all the time they was on their PNM spell sleeping. One had the audacity to call yesterday on my show, as yesterday evening on our show, and said to me and David Welch, all your ancestors must be ashamed of all you. And I was taken aback with that statement, because I understand what he's trying to say. Because we are of the ilk of African descent. And he is trying to spew a undertone racist agenda that because we have the ilk of African descent and our ancestors were African slaves that came here, we should support an African political party. Or one will say, well, I wouldn't say one, in my own words, I will say that so-called African political party that he wants us to support is only a portrait of a black person supposedly representing black people. A portrait with a black man on it, but painted and framed by white colonialism. And I am not supporting that illusion. So don't come with me with no ancestral story and no ancestral hogwash. The great Harriet Tubman said that she freed thousands and thousands of slaves. She went to the plantations of the South many times and freed thousands of African slaves and took them up to the north via the Underground Railroad. And she was sad. When they asked her why you were sad, why sad? You freed thousands of slaves. She said, I'm sad because I could have freed 10,000 more slaves if they only knew that they were slaves. So they didn't know. She went there and she talked. She said, hey, let's go. I'm going to get you out of this persecution and tyranny. Come on, let's go. I'm going to get you where you cannot, when you don't have to work hard. You don't have to feel the whips on your back. You don't have to eat the scraps of the slave master. You don't have to work from sun up to sundown with the fear of being lynched or beaten. Come on, I can carry you out from here. I can take you away from here. You and your family and your children and your grandchildren. Let's go. And because they didn't knew that they were slaves, they were like, what are you talking about? I tell you I want to go somewhere. Some of them said, I know what I have here. I don't know what you carry me out there to give me. What are you talking about? What is freedom? Some of them don't even know what is freedom. Some of them didn't know that what they were doing was wrong, or what was being done to them was wrong. And they stayed. They stayed on that plantation. And in the words of my deceased brother Ghost, most of those plantations he will say it like this. In the mind of some of those people here in Trinidad today, they are still on the plantation of the PNM. And you trying to free them. You trying to free the mind out of that PNM slavery mindset. But you come like Harriet Tubman, trying to free a PNM mindset that was embedded in them from since they're small. And some of them will fight you to stay on that plantation. Some of them might kill you if you try to get them out from that plantation. They don't want to hear nothing about freedom. Freedom of that mindset. Because they don't know that they are P&M slaves. So when you hear the talk all around town of that being spoken, and you hear the lie, Kamala lie. She promised this and she promised that. Look what's going on now. Everybody want the back pay now. Everybody want the salary increase. April the 28th of this month will make it a year since the UNC in power. They won election on that day. They were sworn in probably a week after. And they had their first budget in October of last year. Their first fiscal year will end in October of this year. And in that budget, they were able to reduce gas by $1 and not implement no new stringent taxes. And they were able to remove the property tax and promise the PSA workers their 10%, which was fulfilled. And from October of last year to now, it's only 5 months. And we all know nothing can be done until the money is sent out to the various ministries after the budget. And next month, or the month after, we're going to have a mid-year review. But I'm saying all that to say, not checking from April 28th till October, but checking from October when a budget was put in place to deal with the situations and the runnings of the country was only 5 months. More or less, how will you expect a government to fix everything that you want fixed in 5 months? Ah, Lord. So the lines are open on this Good Friday, 6224911, 6224911, and 394-4911. I'm going to open the lines now. Let me hear what the public of Trinidad and Tobago have to say. That was my editorial. And I have a short break to take, so I feel I better take that break first. Right? So, you know what? I'm going to take the break, and then I'm going to come back with your calls right here on Talk City 91.1 FM. Keep it locked.
Talk City 91.1. Thought-provoking conversations, bold perspectives, voices you trust. Talk City 91.1 is launching bigger, bolder, and more powerful than ever before.
Yes, Talk City 91.1 FM.
A brand new era of talk radio is here. With voices you know, trust, and respect. Get ready for an all-new lineup of the very best in talk. Andy Williams, Lennox Smith, Stephen Reese, Mr. X, Derek Charbodi, Roland Stewart, Sharon Farfan, Sudath Prasad, Heavy Duty, Alex Asing, Karen Francisco, Cherry Lean Lewis, Short Pants, and more of the voices shaping the national conversation. From hard-hitting current affairs to real community issues, culture, politics, social development, and the stories that matter most to you. This is where Trinidad and Tobago comes to talk.
So I go right here on Talk City 91.1, where we're going to give you something new, something hot every day, Monday to Friday.
Listen on 91.1 FM and connect on Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok. New shows, new features, big giveaways. Talk City 91.1, your city, your voice.
Good morning, Trinidad and Tobago and the world. I'm Vermala Balkaran. Welcome to Trinidad and Tobago today. Let's take a look at what's trending this morning.
Every morning in Trinidad and Tobago, a new conversation begins. And right here, we take that conversation further, speaking with the stakeholders and voices behind the stories. From news and lifestyle to culture, health, and entertainment, we bring you the topics that matter most as you start your day. Join us weekdays, Monday to Friday at 6 a.m. Watch on TTT or join the conversation from anywhere on your smart device at TNT Today Show, Trinidad and Tobago Today. Exclusively on TTT.
Hey, up for this exciting challenge? And confident about your business? If you are, the 10-20 feature is just for you. It's where you give your customers 10 reasons in 20 seconds why they should shop by you. This fun-filled feature will be captured, packaged, and aired on television and promoted on social media simultaneously. Small, medium, and large businesses call or WhatsApp 764-3378 or 313-4215. Let's feature your business 1020 with Junior K. It's affordable, effective, and fun.
Talk City 91.1, thought-provoking conversations, bold perspectives, voices you trust. Talk City 91.1 is launching bigger, bolder, and more powerful than ever before.
Yes, Talk City 91.1 FM.
A brand new era of talk radio is here. With voices you know, trust, and respect. Get ready for an all-new lineup of the very best in talk. Andy Williams, Lennox Smith, Stephen Reese, Mr. X, Derek Charbodi, Roland Stewart, Sharon Farfan, Sudath Prasad, Heavy Duty, Alex Asing, Karen Francisco, Cherry Lean Lewis, Short Pants, and more of the voices shaping the national conversation. From hard-hitting current affairs to real community issues, culture, politics, social development, and the stories that matter most to you. This is where Trinidad and Tobago comes to talk.
So I go right here on Talk City 91.1, where we're going to give you something new, something hot every day, Monday to Friday.
Listen on 91.1 FM and connect on Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok. New shows, new features, big giveaways. Talk City 91.1, your city, your voice.
Good morning, Trinidad and Tobago and the world. I'm Vermala Balkaran. Welcome to Trinidad and Tobago today. Let's take a look at what's trending this morning.
Every morning in Trinidad and Tobago, a new conversation begins. And right here, we take that conversation further, speaking with the stakeholders and voices behind the stories. From news and lifestyle to culture, health, and entertainment, we bring you the topics that matter most as you start your day. Join us weekdays, Monday to Friday at 6 a.m. watch on TTT, or join the conversation from anywhere on your smart device at TNT Today Show, Trinidad and Tobago Today. Exclusively on TTT.
Hey, up for this exciting challenge? And confident about your business? If you are, the 1020 feature is just what you need. It's where you give your customers 10 reasons in 20 seconds why they should shop by you. This fun-filled feature will be captured, packaged, and aired on television and promoted on social media simultaneously. Small, medium, and large businesses call or WhatsApp 764-3378 or 313-4215. Let's feature your business. 1020 with Junior K. It's affordable, effective, and fun.
Talk City 91.1. Thought-provoking conversations, bold perspectives, voices you trust. Talk City 91.1 is launching bigger, bolder, and more powerful than ever before.
Yes, Talk City 91.1 FM.
A brand new era of talk radio is here. With voices you know, trust, and respect. Get ready for an all-new lineup of the very best in talk. Andy Williams, Lennox Smith, Stephen Reese.
Polish Credit Union is offering competitive fixed deposit rates of up to 4%. That's up to 4% guaranteed when you invest with a PCU fixed deposit. Visit any of our locations in Barataria, Arima, San Fernando, or Tobago to get started today. For more details, visit polishcreditunion.com or call us at 612-4-PCU. PCU, your future is safe with us. This Good Friday, take a moment to reflect on the greatest act of love as you remember the Savior's sacrifice. Stay with us on TTT for a day of inspiring, uplifting programming. At 1 p.m., 40 nights, a complex look at Jesus' time of fasting and testing in the wilderness. At 4:30 p.m., Gates Praise, Heaven on Earth, a spirit-lifted gospel concert of worship. And at 9 p.m., The Christ Slayer, One Last Journey, the story of a Roman soldier forever changed by Christ. Reflect, give thanks, journey with us this Good Friday, only on TTT. And we are back, right? And we have about 10 minutes to the hour of 10 o'clock, so I'm going to take your phone calls now.
Hello?
Good morning, caller.
Yes, happy to you.
Yes, same to you, my brother.
And I want to congratulate you. I've been listening to America and listening on the radio. Mm-hmm. And I want to congratulate you, editorial. I realize that you're politically inclined because everything you said is the truth. Yeah. And I just want to say, as a supporter and who voted and for this present government, I have not been sidetracked. I'm not being fooled and what is being perpetrated out there.
Yes.
We have a former government who was in power for 99% of, I have to say, my age, final 60s. And this government has not treated black people, black communities in no way that we could say this morning that we are proud of them. Exactly. What they have done, they have got the rich richer and the poor poorer and into destitute. That is what the PNM is. I make them out in 19 1986 when I voted for the NAR.
Yes.
Never that. And I said I will never put my vote for this PNM. Especially the last 10 years. That former Prime Minister, he messed up this country. And these deceitful sycophants of the PNM will call you all kind of names, say all kind of things, but because they don't want no Indian-dominated party to be in charge of the economy and of the treasury. I remember, they had a former senator. I think he sees now. He's about the treasury. We must hold on to the treasury.
Yes.
And all that kind of foolishness.
I know who's that.
And it's not coming down to the main people on the ground. PNM do not take care of their own. And right now, they do not want Beckles. They don't want Beckles.
No.
A lot of them is my friends that are talking out. They don't want her.
No.
But they just sticking with her. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you, caller. You have said a lot there, caller, and I agree with everything you say. And to the guy you was talking about who was born in the treasury, that was deceased Mohammed Shabazz. Good morning, caller.
Good morning, Mr. Heavy.
Good morning, Panadol. Happy Good Friday to you.
Mr. Heavy,
Happy Good Friday to you.
Another thing on the divers that paid, I think the UNC paid them something. Yeah, the UNC got paid.
Yes.
UNC paid the divers something. But,
yes.
Mr. Heavy, off your record, good morning.
Yes.
I see you hanging in for
Mr. X and Cephal.
Yes. And you always carry heavy in the past. A story, I was calling and things like that.
I have no problem you calling in, Panadol, but after you make your contribution, right, you don't even call in every minute to talk all kind of things we're not even talking about, right?
I'm sorry.
All right, no problem. Okay.
Today's Good Friday. Today's a day of.
Today's Good Friday, and I hope you don't drink. I hope you don't drink no alcohol today.
Yeah, not heavy. Well, I want to put you on a scripture verse here.
Go ahead.
From the Exodus this morning.
Right.
The first thing that God tells Moses to do when he reached up by the ball of fire, what is the first thing he tells him to do? He said, take out thy shoes, you're on holy ground.
Right.
Right, so... And,
Bible, you only playing thing. Eh? Pardon? You know Bible. You know Bible good, but you only playing thing.
Oh God, Heavy. I'm Christian boy. Hey, Heavy.
Okay.
One again. Have you heard of Kunji lately? Like, yeah, big work with the UNC.
Well, I don't know nothing about that. All right. Okay. All right. Okay, Panadol. Later. Thank you very much.
Kunji boy.
I have plenty callers on the line. Let me get somebody else a chance, Panadol. Oh God. You go talk all morning? All right. I see. Of course, I lost that call. The number is call 622-4911. That's 622-4911. I just had two calls on the line there, Panadol, talking. Or you can call me on WhatsApp at 394-4911. That's 394-4911. And yes, well, Panadol, you know scriptures, boy. When Moses went up to the mountain to talk to God, he did tell him, take off your sandals. You're on holy ground. Yes, you know scriptures, boy, Panadol, boy. Yes, so we're taking a phone calls now before we go up to the top of the hour, at 10 o'clock, right? So the number to call 622-4911. We're getting a call here. Let's use on this line. Good morning, caller.
Good morning to you, Mr. Heavy.
Yes, good morning.
Well, I believe after you don't talk the you not heavy again, using heavy thing around. It could never have nothing more heavier than you know. Because you could change position and open your own church to be a preacher.
Okay.
Because how you said it is the real truth.
Thank you,
right? And I appreciate what you said this morning, but it is for those who willing to listen.
Mm-hmm.
Because there's a lot of people who willfully will not listen to what you say.
Yes.
And they know you're right.
Hmm.
But they don't want to make you right. Because you know why? You is on the right track of putting Trinidad in front of everything. I have people who don't want that.
Correct.
Right? They rather remain in the backward state that we in than to come forward. At the end of the day, there is too much of politics in this land. Right?
Yeah.
As you rightly said, I was the black man. Right? And the black people don't want to live this black identity. You have to be run by a black man who put you into the ground.
Correct.
And bury you there than to get somebody else who is not of the black race to uplift you there. So, Mr. Heavy,
yes,
talk to us.
Thank you.
I am willing to listen, and I know a lot of people willing to listen to this one.
Yes, man.
So
Thank
carry
you.
on, brother.
Thank you very
God
much.
Put you on the right track.
All right, brother. Thank you so much. Thank you for your inspirational words. Thank you. I've had another call on the line here. Good morning, caller.
Hi, good morning, Heavy.
Yes, good morning.
I am a first-time caller.
Welcome.
And happy Good Friday to you.
Same to you, darling.
And for your listeners.
Yes.
I have been listening to you since you used to be on with Ghost.
Oh, when I said about be on with me with Ghost on
Right.
on Ranks Entertainment.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
That is how long I'm a fan of yours.
Thank you.
And I've followed you through all the different places you went to. So, the first thing I want to start off with, and I would not be long, is I want us to remember today Ruby and Ghost. Right?
Oh, Ruby Gem.
Ruby Gem.
Yes, Ruby Gem passed away, and my good friend Hugh Rodriguez Ghost passed. Yeah.
To advocate for justice.
Yes, definitely.
I protested with Ruby in the savannah.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Oh, I will be jumping a little bit, but I will not be staying long. So, sometimes you just have to take a little comic relief with your boy Panadol sometimes, right?
Yeah.
So, I'm very glad to get you this morning. One thing I want to say is UNC has made a tough stride. When you look at the fact that we have 28 going up against 13, they could not have done it without your assistance and your heart and your diligence in being a talk show.
Thank you so
So
much.
I want to tell you to keep up the good work.
All right, thank you so much.
Okay, then.
Thanks a lot.
Okay, bye-bye.
All right, bye. Okay, so with that being said, I have to go for the top of the hour. I'm going to come back. See you guys calling. Holy line, we're going to go for the top of the hour, and we're going to be right back after this.
Talk City 91.1 FM. Talk.
Cabinet has approved the establishment of the regulatory framework for the registration and management of classic, antique, and vintage vehicles in Trinidad and Tobago.
Music. Culture.
We are now in a state where I can now proudly announce that our gas production will increase by a significant amount given all the various projects that are now expected to come online.
Engaging conversations, latest news, our music. This is Talk City 91.1 FM.
For a saint is just a sinner who fell down, but we couldn't stay there, and God say now, say now, but we get back up again. We fall down sometimes, but we
Yes, so we are back.
yes we do.
I'm going back to the phone lines. I see you guys calling, so I'm going to take your phone calls. I just wanted to play a little bit of my favorite gospel song there. That particular one from Donnie McClucken. Good morning, caller.
Hello, good morning. Morning.
Yes,
Brother
morning.
Heavy.
Yes, brother.
Morning. Great editorial as usual. Great editorial.
Thank you very much.
But the question I have here, well, in regards to what was mentioned, how much time you think is required? I mean, how much time you think the government need before they should start to deal with the people and them on the ground? You know, a lot of people been asking about employment and whatnot. How much time do you think the government need before they start to deal with the country on that level?
All right. Well, I believe what is on the front burner right now, right, is getting the employment drive up, right? It's on the front burner. Also, the crime situation is on the front burner also. They really need to get a handle on crime. That's henceforth they're trying to bring back the Zoso bill, right? And another thing that is on the front burner, right, is trying to improve the education and healthcare system in the country, right? But these four things I just speak about here, especially with the issue of the employment, right? It's going to cost a lot of money, and they're trying to find that money. Right? Because simple thing, I want to explain it. Simple thing like URP and forestries, right? I ain't going to go CPEP yet, but URP and forestries was costing, under the last administration, was costing something like $100 million a year.
Okay.
And they weren't working.
Right.
Understand? Majority of it was ghosts, and forestry workers, more or less, you're supposed to be planting trees. In the 9 years under the PNM, they probably plant 2 trees. Not being honest, if they had to plant a tree every week for that 9 years, we'd have thousands of trees by now, right?
Okay.
With regards to CPEP, right? Over $400 million a year was being allocated towards CPEP, right? And the reason why CPEP was shut down wasn't mainly because of the workers, you know. It's because a lot of people who friends of the party had CPEP contracts and then had nothing doing. So it come like they was giving out CPEP contracts to their friends, family, and financiers, right? People all in America had CPEP contract and had no workers, no nothing. They were just taking the money and just doing what they want with it. If you understand where I'm coming from, that it had CPEP goals along that line. And not talking to the CPEP contractors who had CPEP gangs working on the road, but there were more gangs not working than gangs that were working, right? And that bill was over $400 million a year, right? I even check all three together, that's over $700 million that the previous government was spending, right? With no production coming out of it.
Right.
You understand? But we don't have that money right now to allocate jobs for people right now.
Right. So basically, like about roughly speaking, how much years you think? Like 2 years?
Not years. I think after the next budget in October, when they have the mid-year review, the budget in the mid-year review, you know, every year, I think it's in June or July, they're going to have a mid-year review.
Right.
Where they will now calculate how the oil and gas sector bringing how much money is coming in, where they get borrowed. They were crunching numbers together and so, all right, here what we could allocate this amount of money now for employment. And henceforth, now they could say, all right, let me start the programs and then start back running. But there's no money was allocated towards that in the previous budget of October last year. Right? The main focus was to give the PSA the 10%, which they did. You understand?
And they did.
Yeah, and they did. Right?
Yeah,
so probably by the end of this year, or even before the end of this year. Let's wait till hear the budget review, and you might even hear, all right, we're going to allocate this amount of money for the new job programs and stuff, and boom, they go start to roll it out.
Well, okay.
Right?
Yeah.
All right. Thank you very much, caller.
Yeah, man. Respect.
Yeah, man. Blessed love. Good morning, caller. I keep going to say good afternoon. Morning. Yeah.
All the best for the Good Friday, man.
Yeah, man. Same to you, brother.
I listen to what you know saying there, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I'll tell you something. Here is my statement. People want the government to do for them, but they're not saying what they're doing for themselves, you know.
Oh, yes. Definitely.
No, we have educational opportunities. Not everybody on books. We have vocational courses people could do. But people rather sit down and get handouts rather than make a way for themselves. And when somebody else who work hard and make a way for themselves, you wonder what them and jealous them. Upon my side of a young boy, he never took his education because he wasn't good at books, but the man is a very successful, business selling vegetables.
All right. I want to tell you something, caller. I want to tell you something, right? Sometimes it's not their fault, how they are, right? Sometimes, and I'm gonna explain it because you probably don't know. I myself was a victim, right? I consider that you being a victim. I myself was a victim of staying home and waiting for a 10 days salary when the fortnight come. And not getting up and going out there. I was actually just sitting down on the block, waiting. In my early teenage years, I did that for about 4 years, right? So I don't want to cast blame on people who don't know better, right? Because the kind of conditioning, that's why I said European and these things is like a plague on your mind, right? They say give a man a fish and you'll always have him coming back, but teach him how to fish and you feed him for life. That giving that European money every fortnight was like having you on a string, like a puppet.
Like keeping him in bondage.
Exactly. Right? And you didn't know how you say play with your mind. You saying, well, I ain't do nothing because I get a little money next week or week after next week on the fortnight, come I will get a little money in my pocket. And you contented with that.
No, but heavy here what is real about me.
Mm-hmm.
I turned 50 last month, and I'll tell you something. It has some young girls up on my side. I use a job share in the schools, and I used to drop them.
Mm-hmm.
And their generation different than mine, meaning that they have so much more opportunities for them to do something. You know, they rather, if they can keep it back then, the only mango tree up by mango bar, lemon holding. And it's have things that they could do, and people come in and talk to them. It have people from the minister office come in with flyers, all kind of things. So in this situation you're talking about, it's not like they're knowing it coming in front of us, but they choose not to take it.
All right. I understand what you're saying.
I grew up, I remember back in the day, I didn't know wardrobe, and my clothes used to be in a big cardboard box. I used to sleep on a foam skin, and then foam skin, the bucket kind of hard.
Yeah.
I used to roll out that and sleep around the ground. So I know what growing up is like. And I don't want to stay in that.
All right, Cora. Thank you very much.
Man.
Yeah, man. Thank you very much. Right? I don't want to, how about the word I'm looking for here? I want to congratulate your testimony. Well, I have a next call on the line. I'm going to take this call. This person calling a long time now. I'm going to take this call. WhatsApp call. Good morning, caller.
Hello, good morning.
Yes, good morning, caller. Welcome.
Yeah, I just wanted to follow up on the caller who had called about the work program now.
Yeah.
I just find it because I always look out on Facebook because I looking for employment now.
Yeah.
And I always look out on Facebook and so on and the papers and everything, and there are certain ministries like advertising for jobs.
Yeah.
So I was just wondering if you have any information, like if there's certain jobs that they advertise for, or they're not taken from the pool that they gather so far.
If you go up online and you see the advertising for jobs, right? You need to go. You need to go to the ministry, particular ministry website, and they will have a list of what they're looking for. And most of those jobs is more or less be administrative jobs, and not really for like skilled workers who like masons and carpenters and plumbers and things. Most likely looking for administrative assistants and managers and office people working in office and secretaries and people who have certain management skills and degrees and things. So the work probably for skilled workers, if you work for the skilled workers under the program where everybody registered for, right. Haven't outrolled as yet.
Okay.
Right? As far as I know. Okay?
All right, no problem. No
All
problem.
right, cool. But keep looking, my brother. Keep looking. Don't stop. Right? And look for something in the interim. Don't sit down home and feel I ain't getting nothing. Where's skilling? Where's skilled in?
Like IT, communications.
All right. You could do IT and stuff, right?
Yeah, IT, yeah.
All right, cool. You have your paperwork and everything?
Yeah, everything.
All right, cool. So, well, I seen your number here. I will write down your number and I will see if I could find out anything for you now. Right?
All right. No problem. I really appreciate that.
Yes. Thank you very much.
All right. Thanks a lot.
Yeah, man. Good morning, caller.
Good morning, Heavy.
Yes,
Panadol.
Yes, Panadol.
Heavy.
Yes.
Now that the sanctions with USA and Venezuela have been dropped, how we stand for our energy you're talking about. Going from Bradford.
All right. Thank you, Bradford. Thank you. Caller.
Hey, morning, my brother, Heavy.
Hey, morning, my brother. What's up?
Boy, pleasant morning to you, your family, and your next partner, Heavy and TC. Heavy, it have a thing we have to understand. You see, the youth, if we pay special attention to listening to the elders who had experience at the past, sometimes it helps you in the future. I grew up around, my friends was mostly the elderly people. And it have a thing they call ambition. I don't know if you remember the penny bank. I ain't going to take too long because they say Malcolm X has stayed too long. But two things we have to get conscious in Trinidad with to be patriotic.
Yeah.
Although we're talking about government, we have to be patriotic. We have to know this is the country. We, the nurse, the doctor, the teacher, the police, the canal man, everybody. I was a supervisor with agency for years and asked anybody my contribution, grand contribution. You understand? It was for country, not pay. Everybody is on a payday, on a money. They ain't counting what they have to do, no. They counting the payday. You see this country right now, don't care who government in power. If we not patriotic, like how the Yankees honor a flag, the Chinese honor their flag, as long as we start that way and be self-independent and have focus and ambition, because some police, they join the force to get the money, not to do the work and to solve the crime. So that is what I have to say. The doctors who want to tell people in the hospital, come private to pay $20,000 or citizen of the country, check it out heavy, where we going and how far we go reach. Have a blessed day, my brother, to you and your family and the listeners.
Thank you so much, Malcolm X. Thank you. Right, so the numbers to call 622-4911. We're taking the calls, and 394-4911. I wanna go back to the caller that was speaking about the young people who were just by the bar alignment and they go and look for nothing to do and all these things. And I know that is something that I have been hearing a very long time now, since I myself was young, right? Let me take this call. Let me take this call. Good morning, caller.
Happy morning.
Morning.
Good morning. This is Heavy.
Yes, this is Heavy. Oh, the Granny?
Happy. This is Granny. Happy Good Friday.
Happy Good Friday to you, Granny. Welcome to the show. Welcome.
Yeah, call to just tell your dad and tell PC. Call PC and tell him Granny say Happy Good Friday.
Yes. All right. No problem. I will tell him.
Bless all you.
All right. Thank you very much, Granny.
Granny love all you. Granny love all you.
All right. Thank you, Granny. Thank you. I'm going to take this call. Good morning, caller. Caller, good morning. Hello?
Good morning, sir.
Yes, good morning, caller.
Yeah, I have a question for you, and I think you're the right man could give a perspective or an answer.
Okay, go ahead.
When the UNC was on the campaign trail, one significant issue, or campaign issue, I thought, was that the former Prime Minister gave raises for himself, the government officials at the time, including the opposition. How can you explain the logic that is being put forward? Not you per se, but the logic that was put forward, that when the UNC got into power, and a lot of them have silke, including the Prime Minister, including the Attorney General, and others, how can they say, when they get into power, that we can't reverse that? Because I will listen off the air, but that by itself shows you why more and more individuals share the perspective I see. When this current UNC leadership and PNM leadership, when they win, the regular patriots and citizens don't win. Maybe the sycophants.
All right, call
of each side. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Listen off here, right? Thank you very much. Now allow me to answer this question for you. Right? Callers, hold the line. Allow me to answer the question for this guy who just called from foreign. So, basically I asked, right, on the campaign trail, the UNC was chastising the previous regime, which was the PNM, for raising their salaries, raising the politicians' salaries because they raised their salaries, right? And you're saying, why when they come in, they say they cannot remove it. They cannot remove it, right? It falls under a part of the Constitution that once you do that, you cannot remove it, right? It's like the public servant salary. You cannot go in there and remove it. You understand? Once it is set like that until another review, right? So with the public service, they have a CPO. With politicians, there's a salary review commission, right? That was appointed by the president. They go through to find out the salary, right? Based on the cost of living and the standard of living, right? Of how much the prime minister will get, how much politicians will get, how much the opposition leader will get, the members of parliament, all these judges and all these things fall under the salary reviews commission. So it's not just politicians alone, judges as well, and magistrates, right? And once they set a salary, right? It has come up every 2 to 3 years, right? It's up to the government who's in power at that time to say, yeah, only they're not going to take it, right? So when it comes up, right, it depending on the political climate of the country or the economical climate of the country, the government that is in charge who could accept it could tell the Salary Review Commission, hold it. We're not going to take it right now. right? But then 3 years again, it's going to come back up, right? A couple of years again, it's going to come back up, right? And it's up to that government who is in power at the time to say whether no, yes or no, we don't think we should raise your salary at this point in time because of the economic climate of the country. But the previous government decided, yeah, what, we don't care about the people, we're going to take it, right? Once they take it, the next government can go and undo what they did with regards to that, because it's not in their, they don't have that authority over the Salary Reviews Commission, right? It's not like a negotiation. It's not like what the CPO have. The CPO is you have to negotiate the bargaining with public servants, right? So when the Salary Reviews Commission said, all right, we think Prime Minister is supposed to get this, and MPs have to get this amount of money in the salary now, and judges have to get this amount of money in the salary now, and all these people have to get this amount of salary now. You can't come because you're in government and say, okay, that last government raised the salary, we have to go and move it and put it back down. It come like not only their salary, they go and put back down. It come like the judges and all of them salary too. They can't do it. They can't, right? So you cannot say, well, okay, because they didn't do it without understanding why they didn't do it or why they couldn't do it, right? You cannot say they didn't do it, so then make them just as guilty as the PNM or them just as worse off on them, and it was only the people and them. No, you cannot say that. You got to understand exactly how it works. And there's the problem with us in Trinidad and Tobago. We don't even know how what is in our constitution and how governance work, right? So we're thinking, right, that, okay, them in power, they could go and reduce the salary now. What they can do, right, and what Kamala did, she did relinquish some of the perks of MPs and ministers, right, with regards to buying vehicles, right, which is a perk that that politicians get when they get into office, that they have tax free to bring in any vehicle they want, and they don't pay no taxes, right? She put a stay on that, right? She put a stay on the incentives where they could go and buy houses and have more than one homes and use government housing. You understand? She put a stay on all of that, which is a good thing. And she's the first prime minister that put a stay on all these things, all the perks that normally MPs and ministers are supposed to. Some of them are 3 and 4 AGC house and all kind of thing. She did put a stay on that. She said, nobody's going to buy no Maybach Benz and all these kind of things when they get into my office, right? So you have to give her credit for that. Okay, I'm going back to the phone lines. So I hope I answer your question and you understand. You can call back and tell me if you understand. Caller.
Hey, Heavy.
Yes, brother. Morning.
Blessings to you on Good Friday, right?
Yes.
And country, Sawa, right?
Yes, Sawa, what's up?
Well, I'm trying to get myself to go to mosque. I've editorial I put out there this morning.
Thank you very much, Sawa.
Keep educating the people. Although some of them feel they know and they will never know that they don't know they know.
Yes. Yes, man.
I had to go because I just called the contract.
No problem. Thank you so much, man.
The only thing I like when you get your editorial in the evening and your partner cutting you and I can't handle that.
Oh, yeah. He's young too and he's a little enthusiastic, so.
Yeah, the enthusiasm playing on his mind.
All right, partner, no problem.
All right, God bless and get home safe.
Okay.
Later, I will hear you.
Yeah, man, I'll be back on this evening.
All right, brother.
Yeah. Yeah, so, I have about 4 minutes before I go to the break. And, all right, then we'll go for the break. Okay, I have a call on the line. Good morning, caller.
Heavy, one line of our tune, please. Sam Stone came home.
This is not that kind of show, Panadol. Anyway, we're going for a break, and we're going to be right back. Keep it locked right here to Talk City 91.1 FM.
Protect yourself from electric shock or death. Before conducting repairs close to overhead lines or the point of connection to your home, contact TNT.
Talk City 91.1. Thought-provoking conversations, bold perspectives, voices you trust. Talk City 91.1 is launching bigger, bolder, and more powerful than ever before.
Yes, Talk City 91.1 FM.
A brand new era of talk radio is here. With voices you know, trust, and respect. Get ready for an all-new lineup of the very best in talk. Andy Williams, Lennox Smith, Stephen Reese, Mr. X, Derek Charbodi, Roland Stewart, Sharon Farfan, Sudath Prasad, Heavy Duty, Alex Asing, Karen Francisco, Jerry Lean Lewis, Short Pants, and more of the voices shaping the national conversation. From hard-hitting current affairs to real community issues, culture, politics, social development, and the stories that matter most to you. This is where Trinidad and Tobago comes to talk.
It's all good right here on Talk City 91.1, where we're going to give you something new, something hot every day, Monday to Friday.
Listen on 91.1 FM and connect on Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok. New shows, new features, big giveaways. Talk City 91.1, your city, your voice.
Good morning, Trinidad and Tobago and the world. I'm Bramala Balkaran. Welcome to Trinidad and Tobago today. Let's take a look at what's trending this morning.
Every morning in Trinidad and Tobago, a new conversation begins. And right here, we take that conversation further, speaking with the stakeholders and voices behind the stories. From news and lifestyle to culture, health, and entertainment, we bring you the topics that matter most as you start your day. Join us weekdays, Monday to Friday at 6 a.m. Watch on TTT or join the conversation from anywhere on your smart device at TNT Today Show, Trinidad and Tobago Today. Exclusively on TTT.
Hey, up for this exciting challenge? And confident about your business? If you are, the 1020 feature is just what we need. It's where you give your customers 10 reasons in 20 seconds why they should shop by you. This fun-filled feature will be captured, packaged, and aired on television and promoted on social media simultaneously. Small, medium, and large businesses call or WhatsApp 764-3378 or 313-4215. Let's feature your business. 1020 with Junior K. It's affordable, effective, and fun.
Talk City 91.1. Thought-provoking conversations, bold perspectives, voices you trust. Talk City 91.1 is launching bigger, bolder, and more powerful than ever before.
Yes, Talk City 91.1 FM.
A brand new era of talk radio is here. With voices you know, trust, and respect. Get ready for an all-new lineup of the very best in talk. Andy Williams, Lennox Smith, Stephen Reese, Mr. X, Derek Charbodi, Roland Stewart, Sharon Farfan, Sudath Prasad, Heavy Duty, Alex Asing, Karen Francisco, Jerry Lean Lewis, Short Pants, and more of the voices shaping the national conversation. From hard-hitting current affairs to real community issues, culture, politics, social development, and the stories that matter most to you. This is where Trinidad and Tobago comes to talk.
It's all good right here on Talk City 91.1, where we're going to give you something new, something hot every day, Monday to Friday.
Listen on 91.1 FM and connect on Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok. New shows, new features, big giveaways. Talk City 91.1, your city, your voice.
Good morning, Trinidad and Tobago and the world. I'm Bramala Balkaran. Welcome to Trinidad and Tobago today. Let's take a look at what's trending this morning.
Every morning in Trinidad and Tobago, a new conversation begins. And right here, we take that conversation further, speaking with the stakeholders and voices behind the stories. From news and lifestyle to culture, health, and entertainment, we bring you the topics that matter most as you start your day. Join us weekdays, Monday to Friday at 6 a.m. Watch on TTT or join the conversation from anywhere on your smart device at TNT Today Show, Trinidad and Tobago Today. Exclusively on TTT.
Hey, up for this exciting challenge? Confident about your business? If you are, the 1020 feature is just what we need. It's where you give your customers 10 reasons in 20 seconds why they should shop by you. This fun-filled feature will be captured, packaged, and aired on television and promoted on social media simultaneously. Small, medium, and large businesses call or WhatsApp 764-3378 or 313-4215. Let's feature your business. 1020 with Junior K. It's affordable, effective, and fun.
Talk City 91.1. Thought-provoking conversations, bold perspectives, voices you trust. Talk City 91.1 is launching bigger, bolder, and more powerful than ever before.
Yes, Talk City 91.1 FM.
A brand new era of talk radio is here. With voices you know, trust, and respect. Get ready for
I'm
an...
not sure if they're coming today, but we'll see how it goes today on Talk City 91.1 FM. So, another question that was asked of me, right? And this question was asked on TikTok. I did a video on TikTok, and if you guys want, you can follow me on TikTok on DJ Heavy Duty. That's DJ Heavy Duty on TikTok, right? You can check me out on TikTok, right? And well, I can't take no more friends on Facebook. On Facebook, thing full up. Anyway, so I was asked on TikTok. The question was asked of me, why should the people have to pay for what the previous government has stolen? Why can't this government lock them up and get back the money that they stole from the public purse via corrupt means, right? And I just want to explain just how I explained to the gentleman before about the salary, why they cannot remove the salary or drop the salary or interfere with it in any way. I just want to say politicians, because of our constitution, right, and how it is written, and because of the lack of legislation, right, it allows for politicians to do corrupt acts and get away with it scot-free, right? And I'm going to explain. The only entity in Trinidad and Tobago the only entity in Trinidad and Tobago that has the power to arrest, charge, and bring before the court anyone who is involved in corruption, misbehavior in public office, misappropriation of public funds, or kickbacks, or any form of wrongdoing in politics is the police service. The police service is the only entity or only organization in Trinidad and Tobago that can do that. So I just want to let you guys know that in order for the police service to do that, right, they first must get the information. What the previous government could do is get all the information, all the evidence. What happened? Let me explain how it goes. Our government in power will come up with the allegations, get the facts, get the evidence, right? Put it together in a file and send it for the commissioner of police. The commissioner of police then takes that file and assign to officers to investigate the such findings. And when the officers come back with whatever findings are found to be true or not within the investigation, they take it to the DPP, the Director of Public Prosecution. And the DPP now will give the go-ahead to arrest that politician and bring him before the court to face, arrest him and charge him and bring him before the court to face judgment. Right? That is the process. So for you to understand, the politicians whoever the opposition or the government, whoever find wanting of a particular politician, they gather the evidence, they send it to the police commissioner assign whatever to his officers, they do the investigation, and they come back with the results, and then a copy of that will be sent to the DPP as a file. And when it reaches on the DPP desk, it's up to him now whether or not he's going to say, yeah, only lock up that man or charge him. The problem with Trinidad and Tobago is, most of the time, those files reach the DPP desk and that never happen. Most of the times, those files reach the Commissioner of Police desk and that never happens. Most of the times, those files go to the investigating officer's hands and that never happen. Because of influence. Because of influence, and when I say influence, both the DPP and the Commissioner of Police position are supposed to be independent. The police are supposed to be an independent body. Supposed to be. But how our country is and how our constitution is, it allows for political influence. And even if the DPP did send the file and send the request to the police service to arrest and charge that politician, influence could also be seen in the courthouse by the judiciary with regards to politicians. So on the other hand, because of the influential power of politicians in Trinidad and Tobago, they become untouchables. Henceforth, nothing does stick. Even if the file reached by the police commissioner and he say, all right, we're going with this, and he give it to his officers, and the officers investigating, right? If that police commissioner don't follow up with them officers and them, they could lollygag on that case. Politician can tell them, well, what, you see that case, or they lost that file. Henceforth, we have history of files losing, files disappearing and popping back up You understand? Depending on who's in power or who's not in power. Things stay there for years until the public forget that them thing ever happened. Henceforth, corruption is going on and nobody's been seem to be apprehended or being punished for such wrongdoing. And then when the money gone and all the money gone to the Cayman Islands and to Panama and all of the United States and Canada and all our taxpaying dollars is stolen, nothing could be done to recover it because sometimes it's be too late after all the years. To show how bad it is, we already have a bad judiciary system with normal crimes like robberies and murders. We're going for years and years and years, case calling for 10, 15 years. Worse yet, for corruption. And that is the problem. That is the problem that we have with regards to why politicians are not locked up for misbehavior in public office. Then we have what you call the, oh God, what's the name of the body that deals with politicians when they misbehave in public office? Oh Lord, it just slipped my mind. Anyway, when I remember, I will say it, right? But this is the problem that we have in Trinidad and Tobago. And this is why it's like a recurring decimal when it comes to corruption. Right? It's very sad. So we're going back to the phone lines. We have about 15 minutes again before the hour of 11 o'clock. 622-4911, 622-4911. And 394-4911. Those are the numbers to call. Let me see who's on the phone lines. I have a break to take. I wonder if I take that break now, boy. Right. I ain't see nobody calling. Let me take the break and then we will come back. Okay, I'm going to go for a short break and we'll come back with your phone calls.
Every morning begins with a story, the headlines you need, the voices you trust, the conversations shaping our nation. Welcome to Trinidad and Tobago Today, where your day starts informed and inspired. News that matters to you, conversations that spark new ideas, stories that move Trinidad and Tobago forward. Tune in weekdays, Monday to Friday at 6 a.m. or join the conversation on any smart device at TNT Today Show. Trinidad and Tobago Today. Start here, exclusively on TTT.
The Trinidad and Tobago online arrival and departure card platform can be accessed at travel.gov.tt. It is free, convenient, and required information can be completed within a few minutes. Passengers must create an account using a valid email address to access the portal, which will be available 72 hours prior to travel. The online arrival and departure card is a mandatory declaration for all international passengers and replaces the former process of filling a paper form. To complete the online arrival and departure card, each traveler must have flight information, a valid passport, and must upload a picture of the passport biodata page. Receipts for immigration and customs containing a QR code will be generated upon submission. Download and save the receipts, which will also be sent via email. Edits can be made to the declaration prior to the day of travel. However, if any changes are required on the day of travel, passengers must complete a new online arrival and departure card. The QR code may be required before boarding and must be presented to officials upon arrival and departure. A transformative travel experience awaits. This was a production of the Information Division, Office of the Prime Minister.
Looking for a smart way to grow your savings? For a limited time, Trinidad and Tobago Polish Credit Union is offering competitive fixed deposit rates up to 4%. That's up to 4% guaranteed when you invest with a PCU fixed deposit. Visit our locations in Barataria, Arima, San Fernando, or Tobago to get started today. For more details, visit polishcreditunion.com or call us at 612-4-PCU. PCU, your future is safe with us. And of course, I want to say good morning to Maria Santana. Yes, she's locked on and listening. Right, and we are back, and we're taking your phone calls. The lines are open. The numbers to call is 622-4911. That's 622-4911 and 394-4911. Right, so the lines are open. So how do I answer those questions? And I want to be honest here. As citizens of Trinidad and Tobago, we need to know how things are being done in the country, how it is run. I know we are not, most of us are not politically educated, and most of us, I know that was deliberately done to keep us not knowing our constitutional rights and stuff here in Trinidad and Tobago. As I said, when we were boasting to have one of the best education systems in the region, I for one didn't at the time did believe that, and it's only until I get older I realize that our education system is for one thing still, right? But I'm not going to talk about that now. I'll probably leave that for my editorial in the next hour. So I await your phone calls. In the meantime, I have a song I'm going to play one of my favorite gospels, and let me go here, right?
Yeah, even the best of us. Somehow, while trying to do right, we mess things up along the way. We disappoint others. We disappoint ourselves. Fall down, but we get up. We fall down, but we get up. We fall down, but we get up. Oh yes, for a saint is just a sinner who fell down, but we couldn't stay there, and God sing now, sing now, but we get back up again. We fall down sometimes, but we get back up again. Yes, we do now. We rise back up again for the same just sinner. No matter where you are, no matter what you've done, you can get back up again. Get back up again. Get back up again. Get back up again. No matter how far you fall, get back up again. You can get back up again. Get back up again. He's waiting on you. Get back up again. Just get back up again. Oh, for a saint is just a sinner who fell down. Oh, my brother, my sister. No matter what you've done, you can get back up again. Get back up again. Get back back up again. He is waiting on. With arms open wide. Run to his arms. Run to his arms. Oh, for a Savior's job.
Yes, 6224911, 6224911. The lines are open now. Right, call me. Let's get into the conversation. Right, tell me how you're spending a Good Friday and, tell me what you're doing today. Right, I know some of you guys are cooking fish. Yeah, I know today is Fish Day, Good Friday. Right, if you're cooking fish, I remember in my younger days, well, when I used to live home with my mom, Good Friday was provision, saltfish, lentil peas, then she was make stew fish and fry fish. So and somewhere along there, I think you used to get tuna or mackerel or something like that too. And that was more or less the Sunday, the Good Friday meal, Good Friday lunch. If anybody's cooking right now and they're cooking fish, let me know what kind of fish you're cooking. I know these days fish very expensive. Yeah, fish very expensive. And yesterday we got some hot cross buns yesterday. At Holy Thursday, we got hot cross buns. I want to thank those who left the hot cross buns in studio for us. Yeah, thank you. But I want to know what Good Friday, this Good Friday, if you cook fish, and let me know if you're bubbling still. There's almost lunchtime. I know some of you cooking. Hey, listen, let's use on the phone lines. Good morning, caller.
Good morning, Abby.
Hey, good morning.
And Happy New Year and everything.
Hey, what's up, man? What's up? Happy New Year to you, my brother. A long time I'm here for Boy Anderson.
Yeah, we're going to do a little bit through sir. But I must say, good program as usual. You don't always keep. And whoever you host in your program.
Yeah, man. Thank you very much.
But Abby, on the ground, likewise myself, let us vehicle pass.
Yeah.
Keep it listening. And I would like to shout out to the teacher because I will be playing in a box where everybody can hear.
All right, so the beat I'm listening.
So, Abby.
Yes, brother.
I look for some oil. And I'd like to come along with a nice corned beef and rice. With a little pepper inside. Make her buy fish.
Yeah. Fish very expensive.
Yeah, so I'm thinking of corned beef and rice.
Well, that's a meal right now. That's not expensive, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you, Anderson. So, Bitam is locked on, listen. In my editorial in the next hour, right, I want to say good morning for Bitam. I'm going to touch on the people on the ground. That editorial I'm going to give in the next hour is for the people on the ground. All right, so I'll need to listen. All right, I'm going to do a brief editorial about. I want to go too deep into the next hour with that editorial, but I got about 2 more minutes for this hour, and then I'm going to take you to the top of the hour, and then I'm going to do my editorial in the next hour, and then I'm going to come back with your phone calls. All right. Got about 1 more minute here with this. Let me see. All right, let me see if I get something. Yeah, so keep a look right here to Talk City 91.1 FM. We're going to go to the top of the hour, right? And we're going to come back.
Talk City 91.1. Thought-provoking conversations, bold perspectives, voices you trust. Talk City 91.1 is launching bigger, bolder, and more powerful than ever before.
Yes, Talk City 91.1 FM.
A brand new era of talk radio is here. With voices you know, trust, and respect. Get ready for an all-new lineup of the very best in talk. Andy Williams, Lennox Smith, Stephen Reese, Mr. X, Derek Charbodi, Roland Stewart, Sharon Farfan, Sudath Prasad, Heavy Duty, Alex Asing, Karen Francisco, Cherry Lean Lewis, Short Pants, and more of the voices shaping the national conversation. From hard-hitting current affairs to real community issues, culture, politics, social development, and the stories that matter most to you. This is where Trinidad and Tobago comes to talk.
So I'll get right here on Talk City 91.1, where we're going to give you something new, something hot every day, Monday to Friday.
Listen on 91.1 FM and connect on Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok. New shows, new features, big giveaways. Talk City 91.1. Your city, your voice.
Good morning, Trinidad and Tobago and the world. I'm Vermala Balkaran. Welcome to Trinidad and Tobago today. Let's take a look at what's trending this morning.
Every morning in Trinidad and Tobago, a new conversation begins. And right here, we take that conversation further, speaking with the stakeholders and voices behind the stories. From news and lifestyle to culture, health, and entertainment, we bring you the topics that matter most as you start your day. Join us weekdays, Monday to Friday at 6 a.m. Watch on TTT or join the conversation from anywhere on your smart device at TNT Today Show, Trinidad and Tobago Today. Exclusively on TTT.
Hey, up for this exciting challenge? And confident about your business? If you are, the 1020 feature is just what we need. It's where you give your customers 10 reasons in 20 seconds why they should shop by you. This fun-filled feature will be captured, packaged, and aired on television and promoted on social media simultaneously. Small, medium, and large businesses call or WhatsApp 764-3378 or 313-4215. Let's feature your business. 1020 with Junior K. It's affordable, effective, and fun.
Talk City 91.1. Thought-provoking conversations, bold perspectives, voices you trust. Talk City 91.1 is launching bigger, bolder, and more powerful than ever before.
Yes, Talk City 91.1 FM.
A brand new era of talk radio is here. With voices you know, trust, and respect. Get ready for an all-new lineup of the very best in talk. Andy Williams, Lennox Smith, Stephen Reese, Mr. X, Derek Charbodi, Roland Stewart, Sharon Farfan, Sudath Prasad, Heavy Duty, Alex Asing, Karen Francisco, Cherry-Leen Lewis, Short Pants, and more of the voices shaping the national conversation. From hard-hitting current affairs to real community issues, culture, politics, social development, and the stories that matter most to you. This is where Trinidad and Tobago comes to talk.
So I'll go right to on Talk City 91.1, where we're going to give you something new, something hot every day, Monday to Friday.
Listen on 91.1 FM and connect on Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok. New shows, new features, big giveaways. Talk City 91.1, your city, your voice.
Good morning, Trinidad and Tobago and the world. I'm Vermala Balkaran. Welcome to Trinidad and Tobago today. Let's take a look at what's trending this morning.
Every morning in Trinidad and Tobago, a new conversation begins. And right here, we take that conversation further, speaking with the stakeholders and voices behind the stories. From news and lifestyle to culture, health, and entertainment, we bring you the topics that matter most as you start your day. Join us weekdays, Monday to Friday at 6 a.m. Watch on TTT or join the conversation from anywhere on your smart device at TNT Today Show, Trinidad and Tobago Today. Exclusively on TTT.
Hey, up for this exciting challenge? Confident about your business? If you are, the 1020 feature is just for you. It's where you give your customers 10 reasons in 20 seconds why they should shop by you. This fun-filled feature will be captured, packaged, and aired on television and promoted on social media simultaneously. Small, medium, and large businesses call or WhatsApp 764-3378 or 313-4215. Let's feature your business. 1020 with Junior K. It's affordable, effective, and fun.
Talk City 91.1. Thought-provoking conversations, bold perspectives, voices you trust. Talk City 91.1 is launching bigger, bolder, and more powerful than ever before.
Yes, Talk City 91.1 FM.
A brand new era of talk radio is here. With voices you know, trust, and respect. Get ready for an all-new lineup of the very best in talk. Andy Williams, Lennox Smith, Stephen Reese, Mr. X, Derek Charbodi, Roland Stewart, Sharon Farfan,
Push the creator out. You didn't want his name in your mouth. So you took him out of the school curriculum. You're reaping the rewards of your actions. Today, Good Friday, 3rd of April 2026. Rashati sung that song probably in the 80s or the 90s. He sang that song. It had something in school, for those who don't know, called religious instructions. I don't know if you remember that. It used to be, it's called RI. It used to be on a Friday afternoon in the evening period. And it was across all schools where you had members from the church or religious organizations coming in the school to talk to the children about God. If you're a Muslim, they used to separate you by your religion. If it's a Muslim, you go to the Muslim section. If it's a Hindu, you go to the Hindu section. If it's a Christian or a Catholic, you go to the Catholic section and so forth. If it's a Baptist, you go to the Baptist section. But every Friday has a rule. You had religious instructions. And they used to give you Bible studies. In my case, I was, used to give Bible studies. You used to sing songs. It was like Sunday school. I don't know if you really remember Sunday school and all. Sunday, you used to have to go to Sunday school. Yeah. And they remove it out of the school curriculum. Religious instructions. Is that the reason why we are at where we are today with young people? I don't know. But Rashtrati seems to believe so. We are in a time where the culture and the dynamics of our culture in Trinidad and Tobago have changed. With regards to the young people, I want to say the young people, I'm talking about those between the ages of 15 to 25. The young people of Trinidad and Tobago. They call them Gen Zs or Generation Alpha. Those who grew up, who were born in the 2005 or 2010 or 2015. Yeah. Their whole mindset, how they think, is totally different to us and our parents and grandparents, who I consider to be Gen X. Those of you born in the 70s and 80s and grew up in the 90s, who now in your late 30s, or born in the 90s, who now in your late 30s or in your 40s or in your 50s, to you, these young 25, 26, 24, 22, 23, 20, 19, 18, 17, to you, something is wrong with these people. They don't think how you think. They don't act like how you act. They don't respond to things like how you respond to it. They don't talk how we talk. And we, the adults, are worried. And you have a right to be worried. Because a culture the Trinidad and Tobago culture, I want to say culture, what makes us Trinidad and Tobago, this generation that is now, this younger generation, is not towing the culture line as we know it. And I will explain. They don't believe in the things that we believe in. Like religion. They're not of the church type. You know, like we were young, our parents and grandparents used to make sure we go to church. If not church, to the mosque or to the Hindu temple. Very few of them believe in that. For some reason, they don't have no manners. It's difficult to get a good morning or a good evening out of them or a good day. It's even more difficult to get a excuse me please or a sorry or apology from them. Another thing, they don't care much about their surroundings with regards to being cleanliness and cleaning, having their surroundings clean, like the road, the room they're in, or the house, or the kitchen, or the bathroom, or the yard. Them things don't bother them. Another thing, they don't care about hygiene. They put on what they want, how they want it, dress how they want. They don't like to comb their hair, especially the boys. They want this kind of, they don't study to go barber shop and trim and shave and mark and look good and decent. Put shirts in their pants or wear the pants below the bottom. They want to wear rubber slippers and white vest whole day. They don't want to put on no jersey or stay bareback. The young ladies, on the other hand, that's a whole different story with them. Right? They are lost. And to add insult to injury, it's like they don't listen. You can't talk to them for them to understand. You'll talk to them and tell them, hey, what you're doing there is wrong. And for some reason, you're talking gibberish to them. It makes no sense you're beating them. Lex used to work on us. But for some reason, this generation, this new generation of young people, I don't know. Like they like licks. Because you'll beat them today and you'll beat them tomorrow for the same thing. And beat them the next day after that. So, I'm saying all that to say, this generation or the new generation of young people into gadgets, into social media. They can't go nowhere without their phone. Without their phone, they will die. That's how they act sometimes. They act like the phone is their life. They're always on the apps, they're always face down in the phone or the tablet or whatever it is. Right? They don't go out much. They don't play. They go in the, I don't know, they're different. And then the things that they're into, very few of them into our culture, into our music, into our arts. Right? So we have to be careful with this new generation because the culture of the mindset of them change. And I want to come to the people and them who on the ground, the people who are in the ghettos. Right? For the last 20 years, or the last 30 years of this country, we created a culture of murders or a gun culture in Trinidad and Tobago without we even knowing. A lot of young people who live in the lower class of society could attest or could testify that they have seen guns where they live. And it becomes normal. A man walking the road with a rifle or a firearm is an everyday thing for them. They could also testify that in their life, 2 or more members of their family were gunned down, or friends gunned down that they know of. People they went to school with were gunned down. People they grew up with, gunned down. They can attest that they lost either family members or friends to guns and gun violence. They could say that. Some of them wear it like a badge of honor. I buried 3 soldiers last year. And 4 the year before that. Some of them lost cousins, nephews, brothers, sisters, even mothers and grandmothers. But most of them have lost fathers. And if they didn't lose father by guns, they lost their fathers in the system, in the prisons. And I want you to take a minute and understand. A young person growing up knowing that their father was either gunned down or in jail. There are some families and some households lost a whole generation of males to gun and gang violence. There are families that lost all their mothers, that lost all their sons and grandsons who living in the ghetto know what I'm talking about. I know Beatam hearing me. I know Lavantel hearing me. I know Mova hearing me. I know Silat hearing me. I know Port of Spain South hearing me. East Port of Spain, I know you hearing me. East-West Corridor, I know you hearing me. You understand it? And for over 30 years, we have developed a gun gang culture. And nobody did anything to fix it. Henceforth, what we have today as crime could never be an overnight fix. There are people that are broken psychologically. We have more psychiatric patients, damaged people out here walking the land, walking the streets than we have in St. Anne's Medical Hospital. Yeah. When you talk to a young person, they tell you, we ask them, where your father? My father dead. Where your brother? My brother dead. Don't be surprised if you ask for the mother, they say the mother dead too, no? Don't be surprised, no? How? How did they die? They got sick? They went to the hospital? They take in? No. They were murdered. They were gunned down. And they witnessed it with their own eyes in front of them. They witnessed their friends gunned down in the street in front of them. They witnessed their neighbors, people they grew up with. And that kind of trauma, that level of trauma as a young person, as a child, you feel anybody going to beat them to talk to them to see if they're okay? There's a video just last month circulating on social media in Cuba where a gunman went in a park with children playing football and playing in a park with swing and things, little children, and gunned down a mother and a father in front of their little daughter. That little girl could be about 5 or 6 years old. But 10 years from now, she's going to be 16 years old. And she's going to have a copy of that video, seeing the last day her mother and father got gunned down in a park while she's running and screaming for her life. Do you expect that young lady to come out a good, upright, standing citizen with no help? That is trauma. You lucky if she make it to 16. And there are hundreds, even thousands of young people in Trinidad and Tobago that trauma is going through with them right now. Real trauma is going on with them right now that nobody's addressing. And you know what? They are going to lash back and take it out. On who? On us. Sometimes you wonder, these young fellas and them running around with the AR-15 and the AK-47 and the big guns in the hand running around the place. And they wonder why. When they watch your face, 16, 17, 18, very rare 20-year-olds among them. The mother milk still in the face. But if you ask them their story, no one is asking them, why you doing what you're doing, boy? Where your mother? Where your father? Where your family? You will be surprised. You will be surprised that some of their stories could make Netflix series look like crap. You will be surprised that some of these young fellas' stories, when they sit down to give you their life story, Netflix series and have nothing on that. Netflix series and have drama and thriller and horror and action like them children stories right here in Trinidad and Tobago. But nobody's listening because everybody seems to not care. So how do we fix it? What's the solution? Trinidad and Tobago. Tell me. How do we fix broken men and women? There's a saying that I read somewhere or I heard somewhere before. It is easier. I'm trying to remember how it goes. It is easier to raise strong children than to fix broken men. I think that's the saying. It's easier to fix strong children, or easier to bring up strong children than to fix broken men. Something so it goes. I'll get you right saying. I know that is not it. But what is the solution, Trinidad and Tobago? I see the lines. I see you guys on the lines. So I'm going to go to the lines now. What do you think is the solution to fix this? Because we have a lot of broken men. Young people running wrong outside there. Lost. 622 4911 and 394 4911. Let's who's on the lines. Caller.
Good morning, Heavy.
Yes, good morning.
Good morning, listeners. Well, boy, it had to start with people who want to be parents. It had to start with them. Because right now we have too much children making children. And some of them don't know, ain't sure who the father figure is. Understand? So it has to start from this.
Yeah.
You understand? Because you have a lot of homes that don't have supervision. And now the mother has to work 2-3 work sometimes to make ends meet. In my time, mother was home, father was the breadwinner. Now, the situation and the circumstances are much different. So the children go unsupervised. And the influence over there is great. You understand? Now, for example, well, my father died when I was 2 years old.
When you was 2 years old?
Yeah.
All right.
But my mother didn't look for a companionship. She had 9 children at the time. 1 blind, which was me, and 1 with a hole in the heart, which was a sister. And she bangs her belly. She gets extended support like, brother-in-law and sister-in-law and brother and sister and things.
Yeah.
To make sure we grow up in the right way. You understand? And all of we come out very good. Because all of we have we own, and we don't have to depend on anybody.
What's your age by chance, sir? What age group, what age bracket in?
I is going on 60 years.
Well, you grew up in that time when every neighbor used to watch people children and things. You know, if the neighbor cook, she send across a bowl of food for you and vice versa.
Not only that, we eat with mother food and go by neighbor.
Yes, but not in these times here. These times different than those times. Those times, these things could have happened and it could have come out good still. A village used to raise a child those times. Yeah. Anybody in the village could have cut your tail if you're going out of hand. You understand?
And when they come home, you're still getting licks on it.
Yes. Well, I have plenty of callers on the line.
Now is that we have to inculcate in our young girls and boys the importance of parenting.
All right, caller.
If you want to be hot and ready, prepare to make a sacrifice to mind your child or your children. Because if you make one child out of wedlock, I call that a mistake, right? But if you make more than one, then that is a mistake plus.
All right. All right, brother. Thank you very much for your call. We have plenty of callers on the line. Thank you so much. Sorry about that. Call 622-914, 622-4911, 622-4911. Let me go to the lines. Caller.
Good morning, Heavy.
Yes, good morning.
Good morning, listeners. Well, boy, it had to start with people who want to be parents. Hmm. It had to start with them.
the father eat the sour grape and eats the feet of the child. Brothers, stop all the children being all the partners and things like that's the mistake I'm making over here, everywhere.
All right.
I lost my only son at 32, right? And we used to beat down a bottle of white talk like nothing. Me and my son drinking, we stay in the same back of cigarette. I 68 today, boy, every year. About 1958. I 68 today. I miss that man every day.
All right. Sorry to hear that you lost your son, Panadol.
Stop making the children your partners and your brethren. You are parent, boy.
All right.
But yes, I go there.
Thank you very much, Panadol. Sorry to hear that you lost your son at 32 years old. Sorry to know that you lost your son. Let's use on the lines. Caller, morning.
Good morning, Helen.
Yes, good morning.
This is the old lady calling for you.
Yes.
Sawa.
From Sawa?
Yeah,
The lady from the old road?
that's right.
Yes, I get a voice from on top the hill.
Right.
Yes.
Years I have been calling and begging for the children. From the time under Chambers come out and say when you reach 14 years, come and join the family planning. I call to them and tell them, bring up the children who you know they are to home. I am 85 years of age. I lose a child. And I make my child at 17. The first when it's children making children, them things from creation. When I make my child, it's the same thing as the children making children. But at that time, you have training. You have to train your children.
Yes.
And you can't give what you have. If you grow up without training, what are you going to tell the children? I lose a child, I lose a grandchild. I have about 27 grandchildren, about 32 great grands. I lose none. But you know what worry me? What worry me now?
Yeah.
One come here today. I don't see this child from the son. A young man bring a child and say, could mind this child from here. I say, yes. You know when the blimp was flying on in the air?
Yeah.
I see the blimp all over my bed. Me and my great grand there. They call me. I say, yes, I had the child. I say, you went talk to the father, we can't find him. They come and they take the child midnight. It's my great grand and it's my fourth great grand. I make sure I send money for your books. When he pass common entrance, I send money for your common entrance.
Right.
The mother never call and tell me how much pass he made, where he working, but he was working for 3 years, and they send him home. She just pass it back and send him by me. All them things, and heavy I ain't saying long. I'm a cancer case. I'm going out, I ain't long. All them things are right for me, and I can't get this young man out of my house. I calling her, she not answering her phone.
Wow.
She born in this house, and her mother take her and carry her down in the crazy. When she came back, she don't have a child 6 months, that same child. Is my grandma take her in. Is my son children, my daughter children and them.
Yeah.
They ain't give me no problem because they know what I give. I used to beat them. My son, 62 years, and I depend on him. He just bring everything here for me. All what I have to eat, he does, and he get him out licked. One of these days, I'm going to tell you about this.
All right.
Don't blame the children for it.
All right, thank you. All right, thank you very much, Mommy, from the old road. Right, so I'm going to go for a short break, and I'm going to be right back here. Keep it locked to Talk City 91.1 FM. We'll come back with your phone calls and much more talk right here. Keep it locked.
TNTech wants you to fly safe. While enjoying this kite flying season, remember, kites touching power.
Talk City 91.1. Thought-provoking conversations, bold perspectives, voices you trust. Talk City 91.1 is launching bigger, bolder, and more powerful than ever before.
Yes, Talk City 91.1 FM.
A brand new era of talk radio is here. With voices you know, trust, and respect. Get ready for an all-new lineup of the very best in talk. Andy Williams, Lennox Smith, Stephen Reese, Mr. Mr. X, Derek Charbodi, Roland Stewart, Sharon Farfan, Sudath Prasad, Heavy Duty, Alex Asing, Karen Francisco, Cherry Lean Lewis, Short Pants, and more of the voices shaping the national conversation. From hard-hitting current affairs to real community issues, culture, politics, social development, and the stories that matter most to you. This is where Trinidad and Tobago comes to talk.
So I'll get right to on Talk City 91.1, where we're going to give you something new, something hot every day, Monday to Friday.
Listen on 91.1 FM and connect on Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok. New shows, new features, big giveaways. Talk City 91.1, your city, your voice.
Good morning, Trinidad and Tobago and the world. I'm Vermala Balkaran. Welcome to Trinidad and Tobago today. Let's take a look at what's trending this morning.
Every morning in Trinidad and Tobago, a new conversation begins. And right here, we take that conversation further, speaking with the stakeholders and voices behind the stories. From news and lifestyle to culture, health, and entertainment, we bring you the topics that matter most as you start your day. Join us weekdays, Monday to Friday at 6 a.m. Watch on TTT or join the conversation from anywhere on your smart device at TNT Today Show, Trinidad and Tobago Today. Exclusively on TTT.
Hey, up for this exciting challenge? And confident about your business? If you are, the 1020 feature is just what we need. It's where you give your customers 10 reasons in 20 seconds why they should shop by you. This fun-filled feature will be captured, packaged, and aired on television and promoted on social media simultaneously. Small, medium, and large businesses call or WhatsApp 764-3378 or 313-4215. Let's feature your business. 1020 with Junior K. It's affordable, effective, and fun.
Talk City 91.1. Thought-provoking conversations, bold perspectives, voices you trust. Talk City 91.1 is launching bigger, bolder, and more powerful than ever before.
Yes, Talk City 91.1 FM.
A brand new era of talk radio is here. With voices you know, trust, and respect. Get ready for an all-new lineup of the very best in talk. Andy Williams, Lennox Smith, Stephen Reese, Mr. X, Derek Charbodi, Roland Stewart, Sharon Farfan, Sudath Prasad, Heavy Duty, Alex Asing, Karen Francisco, Cherry Lean Lewis, Short Pants, and more of the voices shaping the national conversation. From hard-hitting current affairs to real community issues, culture, politics, social development, and the stories that matter most to you. This is where Trinidad and Tobago comes to talk.
So I'll get right to on Talk City 91.1, where we're going to give you something new, something hot every day, Monday to Friday.
Listen on 91.1 FM and connect on Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok. New shows, new features, big giveaways. Talk City 91.1, your city, your voice.
Good morning, Trinidad and Tobago and the world. I'm Vermala Balkaran. Welcome to Trinidad and Tobago today. Let's take a look at what's trending this morning.
Every morning in Trinidad and Tobago, a new conversation begins. And right here, we take that conversation further, speaking with the stakeholders and voices behind the stories. From news and lifestyle to culture, health, and entertainment, we bring you the topics that matter most as you start your day. Join us weekdays, Monday to Friday at 6 a.m. Watch on TTT or join the conversation from anywhere on your smart device at TNT Today Show, Trinidad and Tobago Today. Exclusively on TTT.
Hey, up for this exciting challenge? And confident about your business? If you are, the 1020 feature is just what we need. It's where you give your customers 10 reasons in 20 seconds why they should shop by you. This fun-filled feature will be captured, packaged, and aired on television and promoted on social media simultaneously. Small, medium, and large businesses call or WhatsApp 764-3378 or 313-4215. Let's feature your business. 1020 with Junior K. It's affordable, effective, and fun.
Talk City 91.1. Thought-provoking conversations, bold perspectives, voices you trust. Talk City 91.1 is launching bigger, bolder, and more powerful than ever before.
Yes, Talk City 91.1 FM.
A brand new era of talk radio is here. With voices you know, trust, and respect. Get ready for an all-new lineup of the very best in talk. Andy Williams, Lennox Smith, Stephen Reese, Mr. X, Derek Charbodi, Roland Stewart.
Savings. For a limited time, Trinidad and Tobago Polish Credit Union is offering competitive fixed deposit rates up to 4%. That's up to 4% guaranteed with your when you invest with a PCU fixed deposit. Visit any of our locations in Barataria, Arima, San Fernando, or Tobago to get started today. For more details, visit polishcreditunion.com or call us at 612-4PCU. PCU, your future is safe with us. All right, so we're going to go back to the phone lines. We have a call on the phone line here. Let's go. Hello, caller. Morning.
Yeah, morning again, sir. Sorry.
Morning.
Yeah, thank you for that very detailed explanation. You put it into my question earlier on.
Yeah, you're welcome.
And since you're at a lack of time here, and I know it was tied with the Constitution and so on, but both parties always talking about constitutional reform. And as you know, when something is legal, may not mean it's moral, right? Let's say, for example, slavery. But anyway, I just say you're pressed for time and all that. But I thank you again for
you have time.
clarifying.
You have time. We have 15 minutes before we go, so you could.
Yeah, but the other people trying to come through, man, and I don't want to sound as a hugging thing,
Okay, well, if you want to have a discussion, let me know.
Yeah, definitely. Take care.
All
Cheers.
Right,
bye.
Yeah, man. I don't mind the questioning because if I have information to give when I get a question, I try my very best to answer it to the best of my ability. And if I don't have the answer for it, I go and research it. Trust me, that's me. Good morning, caller.
Sorry for calling back heavy. Heavy?
Yes.
Tobago thing is a big thing now. They're going to charge us $1,000 to go by plane. I don't know by boat. But heavy, hear what now? Heavy, I'm a senior citizen. I'm 68. If I don't go Tobago, I pay my money. You see?
Panadol. I don't like when you do this. You know what it do? I'm going to tell you this now, and listen where it's do. I'll be talking about a particular topic, and you will just think about something and just call the radio station to just blah and talk about something totally different what I'm not talking about. And that is why I just cut you off. Right? Because you just come, I am not talking about that right now. Okay? Thank you very much. Right. 6224911, that's 6224911 and 3944911. I always get mixed up with the WhatsApp line. Let me see. I have a song to play here. I want to play this song. In the meantime, take a listen to this song, people. Somebody's calling me. Caller.
Yeah, morning. Let me see. Yeah, still morning. Heavy.
Morning, brother.
Where going back? Yeah.
I'm okay.
Good Friday greetings too. Well,
Yeah,
I
man, same
like
to
the
you.
topic one of your caller bring up, which was the new government getting into the office based on promises made on the campaign trail.
Right.
And one of that would have been the 120th SRC review. However, all I hear everything saying heavy. The question I have to ask is who made the SRC or the Salaries Review Commission law? Isn't the same politicians that made them law
the Constitution
in
of
the Parliament?
Listen, I want to explain this here, right? Our Constitution, right? And this is my opinion, right? And I said this on my previous show, is crap. Right? And when it was written with no opposition in office. Oh, you understand what I'm saying, right? When Eric Williams and Ellis Clark sit down and write this Constitution here we have here today, right? It was in the time when it had a no vote campaign and the PNM won every single seat in the Parliament, right? With that level of power, right? They could have put what they want in the Constitution, right? With nobody saying, well, we don't like that, take out that. That didn't song, and right? We had that leaving room for politicians to do what they want. And they put the SRC in there. You understand? And since that time to now, nobody having made any major change to the Constitution. That Constitution we were working with from since 1976 and all.
Okay, so this is what I'm saying.
You understand? So what we need to do, we have to have constitutional reform, right? But in order to reform that constitution, you have to have 3/5 majority.
But it's heavy. That is why we can amend laws in Parliament. And if you put the proper amendments in play and debate it,
I don't think you understand what I'm saying, you know, right? The Constitution is what is, I'm gonna put it this way, right? In Parliament is where they go to make laws, right? Right. But the Constitution is what makes the Parliament. And I want you to understand what I'm saying. It's within the Constitution, it is written that the Parliament had to have an upper house and a lower house, and the judiciary is separate from the Parliament, and this is so, and the police service had to deal with the laws, and this is what I call the structure of our government and the whole aspect, and how it is formed, and how it is changed, and via voting, and the first past the post system, and all these things. Everything that's surrounding how we are governed is the Constitution. Laws is different in a type of way, because laws, you just go in to the Parliament, and if you come up with a bill or a law, you pass it. Once you pass the law and house and on the upper house, it becomes law. But to change the aspect of how we are governed, meaning that in our Constitution, if we want, we can say, well, we don't want a lower house, we don't need no senators again, we don't need a president, the prime minister can be the president, and we don't need the prime ministerial post, we can just vote for a president and done. We don't need 51 seats in a Parliament, we could just have 20. All this can change in a constitutional reform. All right, we're not doing the first party post system again. We could do proportional representation, whereby we let the people and them say who they want represent them for a certain time at the end, who they want, and give people more power. That is what we're talking about with constitutional reform. It's different than just passing laws. You understand what I'm saying now?
Okay.
Good.
So
I like
let me
that.
look at it another way.
Right.
You know the day that Dr. Keith Rowley, the former Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago, right, had a press conference dealing with the very same thing, saying that he accepted and he signed off on the review. You know, he gave you the answer as to how to deal with it. And the answer was very simple.
What's that?
The answer was, he believed that the country had the money to pay the SRC salary. Right? And he also said, if you don't have money, then you can't pay. So let me put it simply to you. If we say in the country don't have money, then how you expect me to pay you? If you're running a company, and your company busts and you have no money to pay salaries, how you going to continue hiring people and paying them salaries or giving them a raise?
Kola, I want to tell you straight up, you lost me. I don't know where you're coming from. I don't understand what you just said there in the aspect of what we're talking about. I really lost, right? And you give an example. I don't understand what Rowley said is Rowley's opinion, right? And if he says that is his opinion, he will say anything. I don't believe in that. What he said, but what I'm saying to you is, I'm telling you how it is. I'm not going based on somebody else's opinion. I'm going based on facts. Right?
All right. Let me simplify it again.
Let me hear you simplify it one more time.
If you have a company,
right,
and you have employees,
right,
you are paying them a salary,
right,
and they're expecting a raise, and one decide here what he taking a raise higher than everybody else. If the company is not making the money to pay him this raise, can you pay him that raise?
No, you can't pay him the raise.
Obviously, so you cannot pay him what you don't have. So this is the answer to all the runaround in that SRC.
And let me tell you, this is the listen. Hold on. No, hold on. Stick a pen. You're talking long or no? Are you talking long? Right? I had to ask you a question. Right? Because someone in the company say it had no money to pay that, right? To pay the raise, right? Obviously, if the company had no money to pay the raise, they can't pay the raise, right? But if the person say the company had no money, but the company do have money, how will you know? You just going by what the person say.
Heavy. So where you saying then? That they're telling me the treasury have no money.
Hold on. I'm not saying that. I'm going based on what you said with the company, right? Which is a oxymoron. Now, if you don't have money to pay no raise, you should even entertain the fact that entertain your employees that they're going to get a raise. If you know that if you're running a company and you know for a fact that you don't have no money to get nobody no raise, you supposed to entertain raise talk or salary negotiations or raising a salary with your workers in the first place.
And that is exactly what Keith Rowley did.
Correct. What Keith Rowley did, Keith Rowley lied to you all.
He paid himself a salary
correct.
We cannot pay.
He paid himself a salary with borrowed money, and this is what you're not understanding. The difference with the company and the difference with a country is that he know for a fact when he borrowed that money, he don't have to pay back. As the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago taxpayer dollar, we had to pay back. By the hook or the crook, we had to pay back. And he's not going to be in power to know who's going to pay back. That is why all these loans that we have right now, the billions and billions of dollars, have to be paid back in 2030, 2032, 2035 that they borrow all over the world, right? And them come in and they had to pay back, right? He raised his salary based on money that he borrowed to raise his own salary. So he put things in place for himself. It come like a CEO of a company, no, but the company go and bust, right? And he remove all the investment and invested somewhere else. So when the company bust, he's still in loss. You understand? He don't have to pay back nothing and he not gonna lose nothing. That way come like. So
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying now?
More in time. I will listen up.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, caller. Gosh, I'll take one more call. Caller, good day.
Yeah, good day, Heavy.
Yes, you have about 2 minutes.
Let me say this. You mentioned that there was no opposition between 71 and 76. Now, the Constitution was done in 73, 74.
I mixed up the date. Sorry.
Yeah, but there was an opposition because Mr. Roy Richardson was the MP for Point Fortin.
Yeah,
he crossed the floor.
Yeah, they make him cross the floor for him to be the opposition. Yeah.
He even leader of the opposition, so that he would have had his senators and whatever.
But anyway, you are still happy on him.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, good.
But what I'm saying too.
Yeah.
Well, my favorite, I grew up in Blind and think my favorite Good Friday dish will have been pong plantain and stewfish.
Right.
Right? What I think I'm inquiring for the longest while. You mentioned music and the behavior of children now. Right? Now
hold on, caller. I only have 1 minute to go and I had to wrap up. Sorry about that because I only have 1 minute to go. Sorry about that. So, okay, call me back this evening and we can talk this evening from 6 o'clock, okay?
Okay, good.
All right, brother. Thank you very much.
Thanks.
Yes, man. So we gotta go. Up next we got Shabade, Derek Shabade with his show coming up next. Keep it locked right here on Talk City 91.1 FM. It was been a pleasure holding it down with you guys until this afternoon at 6 p.m. with my brother and I, David Welch. We're going to be on 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. under the radar, right? So keep it locked right here. I'm out.
91.